Yo, what's up, internet legends? Welcome back to the wildest history class you never got in school, where the past comes with memes, chaos, and way too much caffeine. Today, we're not talking about George Washington or Benjamin invented bifocals and vibes Franklin. Nope. We're talking about the forgotten heroes, the real MVPs who carried the revolution while the famous guys got all the Instagram followers. But before we blow your 18th century mind, smash that like button like it's 1776, hit subscribe so you don't miss our next historical roller coaster, and drop a comment below. Which forgotten hero deserves their own Netflix series? Let's make them famous again. All right, grab your powdered wig and questionable hygiene products. We're diving in. Segment 1. The Revolution was a group project gone wrong. The American Revolution was basically a messy group project. You had Washington, the guy who did all the talking, Franklin, the old dude doing the research, and then a bunch of underpaid geniuses in the back doing all the real work. If you've ever carried your team through a group project, congrats, you'd fit right in with today's heroes. So let's meet the people who deserved A+ credit, but got stuck with thanks for your service in fine print. And hey, if you already know one forgotten hero, comment their name below. Let's see who's done their history homework. Segment 2. Sybil Ludington, the teen who outrode Paul Revere. You know Paul Revere, the guy who yelled, "The British are coming," and became a meme before memes existed. But did you know a 16-year-old girl named Sybil Ludington did the same thing and rode twice as far? Yeah, while Paul Revere was like, "Midnight ride, cool story," Sybil said, "Hold my horse." She rode 40 miles through rain, mud, and British patrols to warn the militia. She literally saved the day. And history gave her zero credit. If TikTok existed back then, Sybil would have had 3 million followers and a Dunkin' sponsorship. Drop a horse in the comments if you think Sybil deserves a movie ASAP. And don't forget to hit that like button for our revolutionary queen. Segment 3. James Armistead Lafayette, America's first spy king. Next up, James Armistead Lafayette, the man who made James Bond look like a rookie intern. He was enslaved during the war, but volunteered to be a spy for the Americans. The British were like, "Sure, come on in." Meanwhile, James was secretly collecting all their plans and sending them straight to Washington. Because of him, the Americans won Yorktown, the final boss level of the Revolution. After the war, he was freed, took the name Lafayette, and basically said, "Thanks for liberty, now go put me in the textbooks," which they didn't. If you're watching this and you think James deserves his own Marvel origin story, drop a fire emoji in the comments and share this video so more people know about this legend. Segment 4. Deborah Sampson, America's first female soldier. Okay, let's talk about Deborah Sampson, the woman who looked at a war and said, "Yeah, I'm in." She disguised herself as a man, joined the Continental Army, and fought for years without anyone realizing. When she got shot in the leg, she literally removed the bullet herself so no one would find out she was a woman. Excuse me? That's not bravery, that's superhero energy. Eventually, she got discovered, but instead of shame, she got respect, and later, back pay from Congress. So yeah, Deborah Sampson, revolutionary soldier, pioneer, and all-around legend. Ladies, if you've ever had to prove you can do it better, she's your spirit animal. Smash like if Deborah's story deserves a Hollywood movie, and comment "dope" if you think she's one of the toughest heroes in U.S. history. Segment 5. John Barry, the father of the U.S. Navy. This man was out there in rickety ships fighting British warships like it was a video game with no save button. He trained sailors, won insane battles, and built the first legit navy from scratch. Washington was like, "Someone give this man a medal." History said, "Nah, let's talk about Delaware again." If you've ever rage quit a game but kept trying, that's John Barry energy. Let's flood the comments with ship emojis for this forgotten sea legend. Segment 6. The Culper Spy Ring, America's secret group chat. Before there was WhatsApp or Discord, There was the Culper Spy Ring, the original secret chat group. Ordinary citizens turned spies for George Washington. They used invisible ink, fake names, and dead drops hidden under pumpkins. Their mission? Outsmart the British without getting caught. And guess what? They never got caught. That's how elite they were. It's like Mission Impossible, but with more tea and less Tom Cruise. Comment Spy Girl if you join the Culper Spy Ring. And don't forget to share this video so your friends know America's first group chat was made of actual heroes. Segment 7. Salem Poor, the sniper who made history. Meet Salem Poor, a formerly enslaved man who bought his own freedom and then said, "Cool, now I'm gonna fight for liberty." At Bunker Hill, he was such a sharpshooter that 14 officers wrote to Congress like, "This man's a legend, give him a medal." And Congress was like, "We'll think about it." They didn't. But let's be real, without him, the battle would have been way worse. Salem Poor was one of the real reasons the U.S. didn't get completely roasted in round 1. Show some love in the comments for this unsung marksman, and if you're watching this far, you're a true history nerd. Segment 8. Molly Pitcher, the woman who took over the cannon. Now this story deserves fireworks. Mary Ludwig Hayes, aka Molly Pitcher, was delivering water to soldiers during battle because hydration, people. Then her husband collapsed next to the cannon and Molly was like, "Don't worry, I got this." She literally took his spot and started firing the cannon herself. The British were like, "Wait, is that a woman?" And she's like, "Yep, boom." If you think she's the real definition of girl boss, hit the like button and drop a bomb emoji in the comments. Segment 9. Benjamin Talmadge, the spy master with main character energy. Benjamin Talmadge was basically America's first Nick Fury. He ran the entire Culper spy ring, decoded secret messages, and coordinated missions like a genius. He literally turned gossip into warfare intelligence. If you think your group chat is chaotic, his could topple empires. He's the reason Washington knew half of what the British were up to. Without him, the war might have ended with everyone speaking Queen's English. Crown. So yeah, Benjamin Talmadge, 100% spy boss material. Comment brain if you'd want him on your team. Segment 10. Thaddeus Kosciuszko, the engineer who built freedom. Last but not least, Thaddeus Kosciuszko, a Polish engineer who came to America like, "Freedom? Sounds cool, I'm in." He built forts, bridges, and defenses so good, even the British were like, "How do we beat this guy?" He designed West Point, the U.S. military academy. Oh, and in his will, he left money to free enslaved people and educate them. So yeah, he fought for everybody's freedom, not just his own. Drop a construction emoji for this international legend, and if you're still here, type "I ride with Thaddeus" in the comments, just to confuse everyone else. Segment 11. Why they were forgotten. Because, my friend, history loves main characters. We remember the generals, not the grinders. The fancy names, not the real ones who bled, rode, built, and spied for freedom. But without them, the revolution would have been just America, the failed pilot episode. Let's fix that by giving them their shine. Comment which one deserves a movie, and I'll shout out the top comment in the next video. And that's the squad, the forgotten heroes of the American Revolution. If you laughed, learned something new, or feel slightly more patriotic, like this video. It helps more people see it. Subscribe if you love history with a side of comedy, and share this with your smartest or dumbest friend. We don't judge, because these heroes deserve to be remembered. And if we don't tell their stories, who will? See you next time. Same channel, more chaos, less powdered wigs. Stay curious, stay chaotic, and stay subscribed.